Hey guys, I'm sure there's a lot of you that have a digital assistant in your house with a name that starts with A that you use to do various things around the house or you need to ask questions to. And most of you know what I'm talking about just by saying that, but I'm trying not to say her name very much because I'm going to activate her, but her name's Alexa. I'm pretty sure that a lot of times she's just messing with us. She knows exactly what I want, and she's just playing dumb. A few years back, I was getting out of bed. My wife was still asleep. But we have this one part of our house that the whole room, every single outlet in the whole room is controlled by that front light switch. And there's different times where we want to be able to turn out the light. We don't necessarily want to cut power to everything in the room because we're charging our phone or we have something else going on. We just want to turn out the lights. So what we ended up doing is we put the lights on a smart switch that's plugged into the wall, and that connects to Alexa, and she controls it turning on and off, and we just ask her to turn it on and off. I needed to tell Alexa to turn the light on, but I didn't want to wake up my wife. So I got in really close and I whispered, "Alexa, turn the light on." Apparently, she has an ability to whisper back, but that ability had not been activated. So what she said to me when I whispered that to her, "It sounded like you were trying to whisper to me. Would you like me to whisper back to you in the future? If you want me to do that, you can open it up in the Alexa app and turn on the setting to make me whisper, and I'll whisper back to you the next time you talk to me in a hushed tone like that." Holy crap, shut up. Needless to say, my wife woke up. No one was happy. I keep activating my digital assistant. So I'm gonna say Allie from now on. "Hey, Allie, can you please whisper to me the next time I whisper to you?" And she says, in the creepiest voice I've ever heard, "I can whisper to you now. Next time you whisper to me, I'll whisper back." I'm going to turn off all responses. There's some setting where you can have her just respond in like bleeps and bloops and stuff like that. So I turn that on, but every once in a while she'll still whisper back to me if I talk a little bit too hushed. And she regularly has this like weird delay thing where you'll ask her to do something and she'll delay just long enough to make you think she didn't hear you when you said it the first time. And then it like leads to this whole like back and forth shenanigans. I'll be like, "Hey, Allie, can you please turn on the light?" or something like that. And she'll sit there and like she's thinking. Sometimes she won't hear you clearly or she accidentally activated. Then she can't really understand what it is you're asking her to do. And she'll just kind of shut off thinking, "Oh, you weren't actually talking to me." So I'll say her name and I'll be like, "Can you turn on the light?" And she'll just sit there for a second. So I think she didn't hear me. And so I try to start it again. I'll be like, "Hey, Allie, can you turn on the light?" But as I'm talking, she'll respond back and she'll be like, "It sounded like you wanted me to turn on the light." But then I interrupted her while she was talking. And so I activated her name again. So she cancels the previous thing that she was about to do and then starts listening again. But because she interrupted me, I kind of stopped talking and I paused and I'm listening to what she's saying. And so then I realize, oh, I've reactivated her. I need to ask the request again. So I'll start saying, oh, can you turn on the light, please? But by the time I get that out, I've paused long enough that she thought she wasn't supposed to do anything. She stopped listening to me and she turns back off. But I've already requested the thing again. But now I thought she heard me, but she didn't because she stopped listening because I had paused. But I only paused because she interrupted me. And now we're in a situation where no one's happy. I'm yelling at her. The light isn't on. No, I refuse to turn the light on with the switch because I'm not a caveman. But sometimes you'll run into this situation if you have more than one device in your place. So say, you're in the living room, but you also have one in the bedroom. I will be standing right next to the one in the living room and I'll be like, "Hey, can you play music?" And for some reason, the one in the bedroom overhears our conversation that we're having in the living room and she just starts playing music in there. And I'm like, "What's happening? Why is there music playing in there?" I'm trying to talk to the bedroom one now and I say, "Hey, stop playing music." But now the one next to me heard me and she's saying like, "I'm not playing any music." And I'm like, "I know you're not playing any music, but the one in the bedroom is playing music and I need that one to stop." And she's like, "Well, there's one playing in the bedroom. Would you like me to stop that one and play music here?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's what I was asking for in the first place. Can you play the music here? Can you stop the one in the bedroom?" And she's like, "I stopped music on all devices." And then I'm like, "Oh, okay, but can you play music out here in the living room?" And she's like, "What would you like to hear?" I was like, "All right, I want to hear this music here in the living room." And then she'll go into her whole spiel like, "Oh, sorry, certain songs cannot be played unless you have a subscription to them." I'm like, "I don't want the whole subscription. I just want you to play the station that's like that music. Can you do that for me?" And then eventually I'll finally get the music on, but I'm already upset at this point. Now I don't want to listen to music anymore. So I'm like, all right, just stop. Something that's sometimes useful is I'll ask her if like it's going to rain today. So I know if I need to bring like a jacket or an umbrella or something. And so I'll be like, "Hey, Allie, is it going to rain today?" She's like, it's raining right now. I was like, oh, that's actually pretty useful. I know I need to have something before, as I'm leaving the house, because it's raining right now. So I'm like, oh, okay, how long is it going to rain? And she's like, it's raining right now. And I know that there's like specific ways you have to say things sometimes, or she'll get confused. So I'm like, okay, I must have said that wrong. So I'd be like, Allie, when will it stop raining? It's raining right now. I'm like, I know it's raining right now. How can I ask this question? I know you've answered this question before. I decided, like, maybe I'll just get the whole forecast and ask her, like, all right, what's the weather today? She's like, it's going to be a high of 78. It's going to be a low of 64. It's raining right now and expect rain throughout the day. I'm like, okay, one more time. I'm like, all right, it's raining right now. But at what time during the day will it stop raining? And then she'll be like, I don't know how to answer that question. I'm like, you know what? Never mind. Don't worry about it. I'm just going to get wet. I don't really care. It's not worth this. She can also be very non-committal at times. A common question we'll ask is like, hey, is it safe for my dog to eat green beans? Or is it safe for my dog to have peaches or something like that? Because, we have a daughter who sometimes throws food on the floor and, instead of it just kind of going to waste, going in the trash, maybe our dog can enjoy it. But we'll ask to make sure if it's something that's safe for our dog to eat. But the way she answers our questions are so non-committal, because we'll say like, hey Alexa, can our dog eat blueberries? And she'll say something like, blueberries are not considered poisonous for dogs. However, you should ask your vet before you introduce any new foods to them to make sure that it's not going to counteract their diet. I don't even know everything. She goes into this whole list of things. I get it. She doesn't want to be held legally responsible for giving us bad information or something like that, so it makes sense. But if I actually called my vet for everything that Allie told me to call my vet for, my vet would hate me. Hi, can I please speak to Dr. Chang? It's about my dog Siri. Yeah, I can hold. Hi, doctor. So we were thinking about giving my dogs blueberries, and Allie said that it was okay to give her, but she also told me to check with you to make sure that it was something that wasn't going to be bad for her. It was okay to introduce it to her or whatever. And oh, okay, blueberries are good. Okay, great. Okay, thank you. All right, have a good day. Hi. Yeah, it's me again. Can I speak to Dr. Chang, please? I know you told us rice was okay to give her, but what about beans? If there's beans in the rice, is that okay? I know this is the 5th time I've called this week. No, but Allie won't tell me. She says I need to ask the doctor about everything. And so now it's 2 weeks later. There's blueberries all over the floor. I don't remember what the doctor said 2 weeks ago because we've now called about 12 different food items. But Allie is very non-committal about the whole situation. So, let me know if you guys ever get these kind of situations with your digital assistant. I know she's super frustrating at times for us, but you know what? It's it's better than turning on the light with your hands. All right, talk to you later. And she'll say, Alexa, stop.